Test, test, test. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We got a poll going down below. You can vote PGA or Live. Tell me what you think. What's going on? Doing a little practicing, talking about golf. Got a poll down below. You can vote. Which is better, PGA or Live? Yeah, I think it's a good discussion. So tell me what you think. I'm just getting some practice in. Got a poll going down below. You can tell me what you think, Live or PGA. I think it's a good discussion. And I, for one, am on the PGA side of things. I think that the PGA is the place to be. I think they're the better tour. Honestly, I think the PGA is the better tour when it comes to that debate. I want to see golf come back together, but it's going to be hard to see that, but I'm hoping we can eventually see that. I think it would be good for all golfers, golf fans and players included. It'll just unify the game. At least the best players will play the best players every week. Right now, we only get that at the majors, and that sucks. But poll down below, tell me what you think, Live or PGA. Thanks for the like, thanks for the like. Hello, Helen, hello. How's it going, how's it going? Yeah, so, also another thing on the discussion of Live and the PGA, the biggest thing for me is I just think that the Live players, they don't really have to work very hard at their game if they don't want to. A lot of the big players, they got paid so much money to go over there that doesn't really matter. Hey, thanks for the sub, On Par Jack, thanks for the sub. That really helps out the channel, trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So anybody else who wants to sub like Jack did, would sure appreciate it. But yeah, back to that. I think the players on the Live, they don't have to work as hard as the guys on the PGA Tour. Because guys on the PGA Tour really have to, they have to play for their money every week. They just have to. They're not making money really any other way other than like sponsor deals, but that's besides the point. The Live guys literally get paid just to play. And if they get paid, and if they play good, they just get paid even more. So, yeah. But that's my take on it. If y'all have any takes, y'all can put it down in the comments. And obviously, vote in the poll. We got anybody new that hadn't been listening? Yeah, there's a poll down below. You can vote. What do you think is better, PGA or Live? The big discussion right now in golf is which one's better, so that's why I got that question down below. Welcome in, welcome in. We got a poll going down below. You can vote which is better, PGA or Live. I, for one, am on the PGA side of things. PGA, I think, is where the best players are. I think most of the people on the Live, obviously there's a few exceptions, like DeChambeau, Jon Rahm. Everybody else over there just kind of went over there because they're old and they wanted some for sure money, I think. But other than that, I think the best players are on the PGA Tour for sure. So I'm going to go with the PGA Tour if I was voting. But I also just want to see golf come back together, because it stinks to not see the best players play against each other week in and week out. But if you have a different take, you can tell me down in the comments or in the chat. Thanks for the like. Whoever just liked, thank you for the like. Yeah. Any other good topics to talk about that y'all want my opinion on? If you got any of those, put them down in the comments. One I'm going to talk about real quick, I think it's very relevant, is who's going to win the FedEx Cup. I know it's going to be hard for anybody to catch Scotty. I think he's just so good that it's going to be very difficult for anybody to catch Scotty, but there may be a chance. Obviously, Xander has a chance for sure. Hideki's been playing well, so he has a chance as well. But it's going to be difficult for anybody who's way out, because I think that Scheffler's just so good. Then the Tour Championship, I'm pretty sure they still get that head start, and him with the head start is just scary. But yeah. So I think Scheffler wins the Tour Championship for sure. But it could definitely get interesting for sure. I mean, if Scotty has a bad week next week, Xander or Hideki or one of the other guys in the top 10 has a good week, they can shoot right up there and have a real good shot at it. Yeah, so we got a poll going down below. If you haven't already voted, go ahead and vote. That just want to hear y'all's, as an audience, y'all's opinion. I do that every time I live stream. I do these, I would say, every 2 to 3 days, kind of depending on my schedule and what all ever else I have going on, but with school and whatnot. But yeah, so if you like these types of deals, it's usually around this time in the afternoon, every 2 to 3 days. So if you like these things, you can put on your notifications and subscribe, and always know whenever I am streaming. We'll look at the vote counts real quick. 83% of y'all, so everybody but one person voted for the PGA. So, yeah, I agree with 83% of y'all. The one person who voted for the LIV, if you're still watching, what's your reasoning there? Nothing against you or anything, but what is your reasoning for picking the LIV? I'm just curious. Just want to know your side of it. So if you put that in the chat, I'll definitely. Here we go. Who just said, "What's my handicap?" BK Grandpa. My handicap is I'm about a scratch golfer. I'd say my handicap is probably a 1 and maybe a 0. It kind of hovers around there. Every now and again, I can get it to a -1 if I have a really good month or so, but I'd say my handicap is probably it hovers from about -1 to +1, usually somewhere through there. But yeah, that's my handicap for y'all who are wondering. Hey, I'm just saying your name, bro. I'm just saying your name. Oh yeah, you're a 20 handicap. Yeah, that is well, at least golf is something you can play your whole life. So that's what's so good about golf. You can play it your whole life. Yeah, 20 handicap. Just basically, you probably don't play very often. I would assume you play every now and again, maybe on the weekends. Yeah, that's the biggest difference between being a 20 handicapper and a 10 handicapper. You just gotta play more, is kind of what I've seen in terms of 20 handicaps and trying to get it down to about a 10 handicap. Yeah, play just for fun. Yeah, well, that's what's so great about golf. Anybody, almost anybody can play it. So, yeah. Everybody plays golf for fun, for sure, but some of us do it a little more seriously than others. But, no, yeah, golf is, I think, one of the hardest sports in the entire world to play. I think it is. People want to argue that all the time, that never play golf, but I think it's got to be one of the hardest sports. I mean, name something that you have to be so precise at. I mean, there's obviously some sports that are probably a little bit harder than golf, but golf has got to be up there in the top 5 for sure. Going back to the PGA LIV golf debate, I really hope they do come back together someday. That would be what I think the best case scenario would be, because they would get all the best players back on the same tour and all things like that, obviously. So that would be great. What's happening? Just getting some practice in and talking about all things golf. We got a poll down below if you want to vote. And the poll, you can vote for the PGA or the Live Golf. Which one do you think is better? I personally think PGA is the best, but you can tell me. Welcome in. We got a poll down below if you want to vote, PGA or Live, which one is better. So, yeah, when it comes to that discussion, I'm on the PGA for sure. I think that's where the best players are. And the players on the PGA definitely have to work harder than the guys on the Live. The guys on the Live get paid money just to play for the Live, so yeah, that's where I think that kind of comes into play. If you have any other discussions you want to talk about, put them down in the chat, and we will sure talk about them. Another thing I wanted to get to today on this stream to talk about was or maybe not if, do you think that since Xander won 2 majors and Scotty won 2 majors this year, technically, if you count the Olympics, if Xander were to win the FedEx Cup, should he be ranked number 1 in the world? Should he get ahead of Scotty, or should Scotty stay there? So if Xander wins the FedEx Cup, should Xander be 2, or should Xander be 1 ahead of Scotty? That's kind of my big question that I'm curious to see about, because I think if Xander wins the FedEx Cup, he should go to number 1 in the world, but he may not. I don't know. If he wins it, I think he should go to number 1 in the world, for sure. We got a poll down below if y'all want to vote. PGA or Live. I'm on the PGA myself. Yeah, so if Xander wins that FedEx Cup, I think he has to go to 1. If Scotty wins the FedEx Cup, which he most likely will, I mean, he's got to have had one of the best seasons since Tiger, for sure. I mean, obviously you see all the stats, but yeah, he's definitely had one of the best seasons in the 2010s, definitely the 2020s, but in the 2010s for sure. We got a poll down below if y'all want to vote, PGA or Live, which one do you think is better? Also, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs, so if y'all would love to sub, that would be amazing. Goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. We got a poll down below if y'all want to vote, if y'all are new. PGA or Live Golf Tour, which one do you think is better? I'm personally on the PGA myself, but if you have a different opinion, you can put it down there in that poll. Also, if you like the content, subscribe. It really helps us out, and we're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Talking about my biggest discussion on here, if you're new to the stream, who should be #1 in the world? If Xander wins the FedEx Cup, does Xander Schauffele become #1, or does Scott